Hello, everyone. I'm Betsy Ross from Game Day Communications in Cincinnati, and we are thrilled to have you here to learn more about the 2020 virtual conference, Catch the Wave, coming up in September. Here to talk about the conference are Sheila Mixon, the Executive Director of the Women's Business Enterprise Council, Ohio River Valley. Also with us, the Executive Host Committee Co-Chair, Gabrielle Christman, President and CEO, Hunter International Recruiting, and John Munson Jr., President, Global Alliances, Computech Corporation, and Steering Committee Chair. Thank you all for being with us. We appreciate your taking the time to talk about Catch the Wave. And Sheila, I'll start with you. This is the 11th annual Catch the Wave. You have such a compilation of networking, training. You have all these female business owners coming in to share their knowledge. What is the purpose of Catch the Wave? And I guess we should start out by saying, where did the name come from to begin with?
The name was derived from, when you look at the states of Ohio, Kentucky, and West Virginia, the one common factor is the Ohio River. And so when we came up with the concept of the conference, then trying to find something that was eye-catching, that would create some excitement around the conference. And so hence coming up with looking at the waves of the river, of the Ohio River. And so it said, catch the wave for the conference, for your development. That's kind of how it came about.
So what is the purpose of Catch the Wave? As I mentioned, it's 11th annual.
The primary purpose is to provide development opportunities, both personal and from a business perspective as well, because the WBEs will network amongst each other. They have an opportunity to connect with some of our corporate members, as well as connecting with each other to learn more about those businesses, to see what the opportunities are for them to be able to work together or to do business together or to seek out a larger opportunity with a corporate member. We utilize our WBEs and our corporate members as our workshop presenters. So it gives them an opportunity to showcase their abilities and their expertise on whatever the topic happens to be. And the topics are determined by the theme of the conference. So I felt there's no reason for us to go outside our network when we have very qualified, engaging experts already at our disposal.
Talk about the charity partner that the WBEC ORV is supporting, the State Domestic Violence Coalition.
Every year we select a trailblazer, and it's usually a person who has throughout their career, through the span of their career, have concentrated or spent their efforts in providing support to women-owned businesses or women and children throughout their entire career. And we ask them to provide us with the name of their favorite charity. And during the course of the conference, we usually have a raffle or some type of engagement to raise funds to support that charity of choice. This year, because of COVID, we decided not to honor our trailblazer this year. We're going to do that next year when we're back in Cleveland in person, but we still wanted to give back. Our WBEs by nature are very philanthropic, and they look for reasons to make a difference in their communities. We decided to concentrate our efforts on domestic violence because with COVID in place now, you're in constant proximity to your abuser. Domestic violence has just increased due to COVID-19 because there's no place for them to go. Mm-hmm. So resources are short. They are moving the victims, and it could be men or women that are victims. And they're running out of places to house them. They're going into using hotels now as a means of protection. So we decided that we wanted to concentrate our efforts on domestic violence and then to support those agencies that are tied to the state coalitions in each of the states. And then we've already identified the organizations in our major cities that we want the funds going to.
It's a good cause to support, that's for sure. Gabby, let's talk about you. How has attending Catch the Wave really helped in your professional development?
First of all, thanks for having us on, Betsy, to talk about Catch the Wave. It's a great opportunity to work on your professional development. I think that it's a great time, especially now in the COVID environment, for women-owned businesses to come and sharpen their swords. We've all kind of become warriors in our own right, and Catch the Wave gives you the opportunity to do that. Sheila and her team have done an outstanding job of providing content that really meets women business owners where they are now. So you have the freedom to choose whether that's working on financial acumen. A lot of my learning and development has been in that area through ORB, or building relationships, or really learning how to perfect your pitch specific to some of the corporate members that you have the opportunity to meet at Catch the Wave.
You are the 2021 WBENC star and the title sponsor. Why do you support this organization?
We started supporting Catch the Wave as a title sponsor in 2015, and we've been involved every year in some capacity since. We found great value in the network of the organization and the relationships that we formed, really having this be a community that's important for us as an organization to support. We're really intentional with our spend at Hunter International. We track our spend with diverse suppliers. A lot of those suppliers we've met at Catch the Wave and had procurement opportunities for in our organization. So it's something that once you come back and catch momentum, you can't imagine missing the conference.
Have you been able to make connections, business connections through this conference?
Absolutely. So we definitely have been able to build new relationships. I always think that it's something that you have to be long-term about. It has to be part of your long-term strategy to build those relationships. But we found now some of the most important relationships that we have in the COVID environment. The strength of those relationships was really meaningful to sustain our business through this time. I've definitely formed a lot of connections, not only with corporate members, but also with other women business owners in my vertical of staffing, which is a competitive industry, to be able to have people to bounce things off of that are in my industry and understand the unique things that we're going through and beyond.
John, let's turn to you. Board chair, being an early supporter from the beginning, why do you continue to be engaged in this group?
You know, when you think about supplier diversity and women's business development, you want to make sure that you align yourself in the organization that truly gets it. And this is one organization I can say that truly gets it. We just this morning, we had our board call, and the engagement of all the corporate members and everyone on that board is just amazing, especially now in this environment. Everyone's behind their computer, everyone's trying to find a way to really try to get involved. But we don't have that problem at wbecorv. It's an organization where everyone wants to pitch in. It's an organization that is strategic. It's finding ways to be innovative in the corporate market. It's finding ways to help WBEs to scale and grow. Like I said, I've been involved since the beginning, you know, when we only had a couple of suppliers. Now we have 1,100 suppliers, and really, we're just getting started. Because it is so much more opportunity out there. We have people calling us now, you know, throughout the network and being a premier organization in the network. And I just really feel that an organization such as WBEC ORB provides impact. And you want to make sure that you as an organization align yourself with a group such as WBEC ORB that's going to create impact within our urban environment and continue to grow and scale businesses from here for years to come.
You talk about the organization. What about the conference specifically? Why do you think it's important for business leaders to be involved in the conference?
I think a couple different things. Number one, the WBEs, of course, they have an opportunity to sit in front of corporate professionals, procurement professionals that can make real decisions on what their organizations are doing and how they're going to source. More importantly, you have your corporate members to really get a chance to sit down across from the table or virtually now, understand what's really happening in corporate, what's really happening in America. what's happening in small business America, because at the end of the day, if we want our organization, we want America to grow, it's all going to be because of small businesses and small women and minority-owned businesses. So they get a chance to have a perspective to really understand how these organizations are impacting their corporate bottom line and how they can be a win-win partnership.
Well, Sheila, there is still time to sign up. Tell us if we are interested, how we can get involved and catch the wave.
They can go out to our website at org, and you'll see the link there that provides with them the opportunity to get registered and to see what the workshops are going to be, who some of the corporate sponsors are. I'm pleased to say we have 71 sponsors, a combination of corporate and WBEs. And that's amazing in this day and time that you have that many sponsors that are willing to come to the table to make this a success.
That it is. There is still time to sign up. John?
Yeah, I was going to say I agree. This organization, this conference is unlike any other. You have lots of conferences out there, but this organization has a special DNA. The corporate members, the WBEs, they find ways to network with each other. They come with solutions. They problem solve. They're strategic. And you really walk away with a relationship from the beginning, and it becomes a very long-term relationship. There are WBEs I contact and I speak to this day from 9-10 years ago when we first got started. So this is a really special place. You have to come to the event to experience it. And once you do, you'll definitely be satisfied.
And of course, this year we have all pivoted to virtual, so we will virtually be meeting in September for Catch the Wave. Sheila, Gabby, John, thank you all for being with us, and we will see you virtually for Catch the Wave in September. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you, Betsy.
Thank you, Betsy. Looking forward to it.